Duffield time. I'm not planning on drifting the golf cart. I've got to keep it for a while. I don't want it tore up. Crazy. If it gets tore up, you're going to pay for it to fix it. But all that being said, guys, while we tearing up golf carts and riding around, it's time to get ready for dove season. I had to bring y'all back up here before I start this video and show you the infamous dead oak tree where Bowen got like 2 limits out of last year within 2 seasons. Yep. He likes to cheat. Somebody doesn't quite understand the words of wing shooting. You're supposed to shoot them while they're in the air. I understand waiting to get them right before they light on the limb, but waiting until their feet hit the limb, that's just cheating.
Hey, I can just get birds easier that way. I ain't got to try.
Well, we can and save a lot of shells at the same time, but it takes the sport out of it.
Nah.
Well, it's that time of year again, fellas. It's time to get ready for some dove hunting. I've seen a couple videos out there online. Some people are starting to get prepped and primed. We doing the same. We got her all tillered up. We'll get the tractor thing out of the way. And I'll go over a little bit more of what we're doing, but we got some rows right here that we're putting in today. Got our wheat. Got some other rows over here we're getting planted. Well, we're gonna get this thing planted, and as soon as I get through, I'll go over with what we're gonna do this season. Had to revert back to a different plan from what I had previously talked about last year, and I'll show you why. It's not a good thing for a dove field. But guys, hope y'all are getting ready. The bird season ain't gonna be long. If you want a good dove field, now's the time to start prepping for them. Now's the time to get ready. And if any of y'all have ever planted with a 2-row planter, there ain't nothing like that tick, tick, tick. Let you know that possibly it's dropping a seed. Hopefully it's dropping a seed. We'll find out. I got my little corn helper back there. He's trying to make sure that the seeds are dropping. All right, while we got a chance to refill, we'll show y'all what we're planting here. And what we're using is just Roundup Ready corn. So if you'll do the honors. That'll do. Go ahead and check this hopper here while we at it. While we down, give us a little bit more in this one, just a tad bit more. A little bit. All right. But that's the deal with the 2-row planter. She's old Covington, old hoppers. It is rusted up. We keep greasing it. We keep adjusting it. So far, it's doing the trick. Well, let's get back on the tractor, finish out these few rows, and I'll get back with y'all on what our plans are for this year. Being April, we're having some strange weather. We're coming up and we're going down. We run through some high 60-degree days, and we get days like today they're up in the 80s. Really need these nighttime temperatures to hang in there and stay along the warmer side. One, to warm that water temperature up so the fish will bite a little better. Two, you gotta get seeds germinate. When you're planting this early, and I mean this really isn't early for corn. A lot of times we'll plant our corn early March. Ran a little bit late this year because the seasons were running a little bit late, so we're going in a little bit later with it. What this is going to do is basically, I'm going to say, later drying date. Corn's going to stay green a little bit longer through the summer. Potentially deter some of that predation that we had last year. That's what I'm kind of thinking. If I could have held that corn green for another 3 weeks, want to give them as much time to eat on it. So try something a little bit different there. But we got all that tiller, did all the work, got it planted, and man, planted fields with push plows or push planters, planted fields with this 2-row Covington planter back here. And it's old, it's decrepit, it's rusty, it's got to be worked on every time you use it, but it's a lot easier than using the push planter. Especially, I mean, that field's not that big, but it's still a little bit easier than pushing it. It saves your legs. Let me go back here and get this tractor put up, get the planters cleaned out, and we're gonna go back down here to the field and I'll tell you about what we're doing, why we're doing it, how we're doing it. So, we'll see y'all back down to the field. Well, finally made it back. Got the tractor put up. The old 2-row planter cleaned out, greased up for the next time. I don't know when that's going to be. Might wind up using here on a little idea we got. But let me turn y'all around here and explain what we got going on. The same view I give y'all, if you're followers, you know the same view that I give you every year. We got the wood line over here. And over here, we got the fence. We got to zoom in. Come on, phone. We got the fence with the X cow pasture over here. The reason I say X is that kind of determines what we're going to be able to do this year. Last year we had a lot of predation. Between the deer, birds ate us out. Come to find out, a lot of that eating my corn was the birds. But this brings in a whole nother level of predation of animals eating the crops that I'm putting in the ground for the dove birds. So what we've decided to do is we're gonna start over here on the wood line. We're gonna go brown top. I've got wheat here that I had planted last year. Right in here, I just got through planting all this in corn. We got 6 rows of corn from this end all the way up the top. And we come over, we got another row of wheat. And the wheat's doing good. I mean, it's heading out great. It better hurry up and dry by the summertime. That's gonna give these birds a lot to eat throughout the summer. A lot of small grain to come in here and nibble on it. And then started coming in here. We got 2 rows of corn. I'm leaving this strip open between the next wheat and where the corn stops. I'm gonna leave this open for right now. I'm thinking brown top, but I'm not sold on it. Then you come over, another row of wheat right down through here, and it's doing just as good, nice and thick. Got the heads coming up on it. And now this side is where some things changed from my plans that I was gonna do last year. We're going all sunflowers, fence it in, use electric fence, do all that, really nail down hard on some sunflowers, go all in. But what I'm thinking now this year is we got the strip between right here and here. I'm gonna do brown top again, get it in. Then I came in, planted 4 rows of corn right through here. This section right in here, this is my section. This is gonna be my experiment section. And I know I'm gonna get a lot of comments say you can't plant sunflowers like this, but we're gonna experiment with it this year because I'm trying to go mainly small grains, and I'll explain in a minute why. But what I'm gonna do is come out here and fertilize, scatter a lot of sunflower seeds, black oil seeds, pack them down in the ground, and just let them come up. Let them come up like a wildflower field, kind of. The heads are small, not really worried about it, just as long as it's something a little bit different than the brown top. And then over here, we got 2 more rows of corn flanking the driveway to give them a little seclusion this year. And I wind up planting down through here 2 more rows, kind of create a corner right here. 1, for a spot to be able to sit here and hunt out of. 2, it kind of secludes the field, lets the birds come in here and eat, roost, do their thing. And maybe the driveway traffic won't bother them as bad. What I was getting at with the sunflowers are a staple. A staple if you're trying to plant a dove field or have dove birds, at least down here in the southeast. But what I'm planning on doing with that little section I just was describing is to see if some of them will come up. Some of them will come up and give us some heads, some seeds, something these birds can get there and pick on. And that way, from the left-hand side of the field, we've got brown top, we've got corn, we've got wheat, we've got more brown top, we've got more corn, and a mixture of sunflower seeds, and then more corn. And that leads me back to that little section. I really don't know what I'm gonna do with up through the trees here. I thought about putting brown top, just to keep the birds and the squirrels and everything from devouring it. Usually don't have a whole lot of chance to plant anything because they kill it in there. But May on the two ends, if these sunflowers start coming up, do another planting of them over here. And the whole point with all this, guys, is to, and that's a whole nother video, but stages in a dove field. Some seeds maturing, some just starting to grow, steadily having food from the beginning of summer to the actual time that the dove season starts. Hopefully you'll have some left over to tote you into the second season. That's what a lot of our corn does. Our corn is one of our main staples to taking us over into that second season. Last year it didn't work so well. Helene, or whoever she was that come through here, blew all my corn down, laid everything down that the deer hadn't already eaten. It decided it was going to take all of it. But guys, if you want to start thinking about dove hunting, you like dove hunting, now's the time to get out there. Now's the time to be working these fields, starting to plant, starting to prep, starting to prepare for your dove hunt, to have a successful one, just to have a good time. I ain't saying go out there and kill 20,000 birds and between 100 people. I mean, that's not what it's all about. It's about getting out there with your son, with your dad, with your friends, sitting around, being at a holler across the field, have a good time and shoot some birds. And on top of it, they're delicious to eat, whether you fry them and dip them in a barbecue sauce or whether you wrap them in bacon. Just don't get no better. But till next time, we're gonna keep chasing the fish. I got some coming out. I haven't done a fish video in a long time. Just because life's been really hectic and trying to get this going. I got some other projects around the house going on. But it's time to start putting out some fish videos. Shell crackers are getting ready to start. Brim are getting ready to start. Stripers are killing it right now. Bass, they're kind of in the lingo right now. But I got to bring y'all along as we do these dove fields this year. Let y'all see the process and what we go through. And I'm going to try to do stages to where you can see the growing stage, see where we're putting it in, when we're fertilizing, and how I'm going about doing a dove field this year. But until next time, guys, God bless. Thank you for all your support. If you liked the video, hit that like, subscribe button, and we'll catch y'all next time.